Hey guys, Cosmos here from Doll Games, and here we are, 26th of November. We're gonna have Class Wars preliminaries, and we have just a couple of minutes to prepare ourselves until the battles begin. So first up, let's have a look at the Class Wars Glory Shop, just for archive purposes, or if somebody wants to reference in the future for the November shop. We have the same items, I believe. I don't think they have changed anything, so we're just gonna list through them. And here one of the interesting items is the Elite Refinement Crystal for refining the red equipment. The clamps and stithies are no longer interesting because of the new dungeons, so you can get them that way. Of course, the mounts are always good for somebody who doesn't have them. I'm one example of those. I don't have all the mounts here, so if I do win enough points, that's something I don't want to spend them on. So 4 pages of stuff, and there's always something that you can get, but the thing with these shops is that as the game is progressing and new features are opening up, the older shops are getting outdated, and so they need updates, and sometimes they forget to do them, or a lot of the times they forget to do them. So we have now server time 53. Class Wars of course opens up at 55, so we're gonna buff up and everything. So let's just have a quick look at the character. As all the stuff in my bags, and of course we got stuff in a mailbox as well. So I'm gonna buff up with all these potions, but just to show the belt protection, my resistances, I have switched a little bit towards fire, because last Class Wars there were a couple of people who were using fire sylph successfully, so that's good. But generally I think it's a little bit on the weaker side, perhaps because I haven't had time to do dimensions, and of course, as you know, dimensions are very important. But I have just here two intermediates running out, and I still have even 3 slots more. Just physically haven't had time to do them, so that's going to be a disadvantage. But on the advantage side, my bell rating did get up to 2.5 to almost 2.53 million, so hopefully that will offset it a little bit. What else can we say or show here? Yeah, skills wise, I'm gonna go with Death Warrant, of course, for stun purposes. I think we still need Whirlwind for, you know, cleaning up sylphs in case they're strong. So if the kid is alive and the sylph troops are alive, so that's gonna be important. So that's kind of a standard set. On the other hand, one could go defensive style with Apollo's shield, but offense, I prefer offense. So that's that. For kids, I got so round 1 begins in 5 minutes. That means we can already enter the room. So for kids, I got the Bell Oracle. That's my main one so far. And for skills, I've set him for healing, restoration, and Centauria. I don't really need him to do anything else than to irritate the enemy big time. So let's pop into the room. Alright, and then we have the seconds counting down, and here we can start to buff up. So I'm gonna take everything that I can take. That includes also magic attack, because in some cases bell rating is important for calculation purposes, for winning or for ranking, not for battle performance. But anyhow, so here we go. These are lasting for an hour. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are of course all the milks from the farm, which is magic attack, physical attack, defense, and HP. And then other stuff we can take from the scrolls. So we're gonna take 2 crit scrolls. Don't really need this one, but I'll take it because I have a lot of them. Health I cannot take because I already took the milk, which is stronger. Magic defense, physical defense, and magic attack I cannot take, and physical attack I cannot take. Then for potions, we're gonna go with endurance. I'm gonna take charisma anyways. I don't think it makes any difference now, but it is what it is. And now the potion for intelligence has actually benefit when the milk doesn't, because milk increases the magic attack, but the potion also gives you a little bit of magic defense, but it's very little bit. It used to matter, now it probably doesn't matter, but it's in my bag, so might as well use it. Alright, so with potions up and running, I'm up at potions and scrolls up and running, I'm up to 2.68. So I guess as always the highest battle rating I've ever had, and it's a little bit higher also because I took a whole bunch of the temporary mounts from the blacksmith, which is something I don't think I did all the mounts previously. So this time I synthesized all that I could at the bottom here, so that also will add a little bit of battle rating. Not that it matters, but the troop count is a bit lower. I don't know why. Okay, we fixed that. They're not gonna be playing, so I don't care about them. Alright, so troops, last time I saw there was a bug in here, so I'm gonna do manually again the assignments, because last time there was a bug. Alright, and we got here information. I got my Triton, and I got the Medusa, who is now maxed out and doesn't want to load apparently. There she is. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna change Medusa's skills. We're gonna start her off with steel, unless of course enemy is late in stealth mode. But no, we're gonna go ahead with steel, because even if enemy is late, it's still no, it won't give me. So the choice is basically between Whispering Wind or steel first. Let me think. Okay, let's go with Whispering Wind to increase the attack of all teammates. Then we'll steal, and then we'll do the Apocalyptic Delphic. So I'm set. Now for water, we're gonna start off with let me see, do I want to start with Rain of Fire or do I want to start with Delphic? Okay, let's go with Delphic. That'll also give a chance to blind the enemy, whereas Rain of Fire I was more thinking to let me just say good luck. I was just thinking if I could save the kid, but I thought that whatever enemy can kill the kid would kill him before stealth mode, so we're good there. Let me see, anything else I could use. Yeah, unfortunately there was no Vulcan event, so Holy Forge event, so I have all these items and more even in the mailbox, just laying around with a whole bunch of gold in the form of 5,000 white horses, which would have been good to use before Class Wars, but it's not a disadvantage because whoever already, if there was the event, everybody would use it, so then it'll be equal, you see. So we got the first round starting up in 10 seconds. I expect an easy fight for the first 3 battles. We got Pimpack, and I'm gonna try to keep on hiding this hide object so we can actually see something. Alright, we got... Oh, that was the kid actually. The player was Mopa. The player was behind the kid. I don't like this formation of being behind the kid. Alright, I got my frosty, frozen, cold, blue, semi-evil look. I hope you guys like it. I kind of enjoy it. I love the club. I wish they had more clubs. Clubbing is cool. So that's it. As I said, first round is pretty easy. I'm thinking what else I can do, and I'm wondering to invest my into my influence, and actually I will do that. So while we have it, we have a little bit of time. I'm gonna toss this in. These I want to keep because they're harder to get for now, in case there is an event. But what I could do is I could use my beads of influence. That's what I was thinking. So you also go over there. So we got 90 seconds to the next battle, but let's see. I do want to increase the influence because stun is a major problem. So we got 607 now, 408 can be used to get up to the next level. That's going to give me a bit of influence. That's mostly it. This reflect I don't care too much about, it's mostly about the influence. So that's level 7 right there, and the rest is not enough for another level up. But nowadays stunning is a problem. I think I've seen a lot of high level players or high BR players complain that it's all about stun, so influence does matter. So now I have level 7, which is of course not the not amazing, because of course somebody might have 20. Cashers will probably have 20, because when they buy different things like spend or recharge events, there are a lot of beads of influence in there. And the people who exchange their chests for beads of influence in various exchange events, they might have higher. And I think although in short term that's a win, I don't want to do that for the long run, because influence is going to become just like brutal edge, where we're going to have more beads of influence than we can physically use. So I don't want to overdo it. I do have it on a bit of a lower side now, I think 7, but still that's, I think, I hope is above average, I hope, or it's average, I don't know. So we got the next round coming up. We're gonna do whirlwind, assuming that they're not as strong. Oh, I got chaos on me, and that's something I should have started with. Let's try to do chaos also. We got Gale with Kira, so I'm playing very silly right now. I'm doing stupid things, pressing long skills. But that's just because the first couple of rounds are supposed to be easy. Well, the chance that you get somebody much stronger than you is low on the first rounds, because the system is trying to figure out who is who. And so because of that, oh, I might even lose this if it goes like this. 2 turns stun. Let's try to get some healing. Hopefully the kid survives. The arrogance is always a bad thing. So we're gonna try to be a little bit more serious to win this battle. So we're gonna go Sylph mode. I'm not in a bad shape, I should still win it. I got the damage increase hopefully coming up from Medusa. And I got another chaos on me, so that's quite interesting. So we're gonna auto attack it. I don't want to kill all myself. I'm gonna put up the healing skill. There is the steal. I wonder if that was late from Medusa. Very strange. I played very bad, so this round, don't learn from this round. It's mostly because I was a lot stronger than the player, than Gale. That's why I won, but otherwise he would have won if it was equal, because I was being silly. So, but that's okay. So now as you see, points are going up. So as points are going up, the system is starting to match people based on points. So the higher your points, the higher difficulty opponents you're gonna get, because it's other people who also won. But in my experience, it takes about 3 rounds, maybe 4 rounds even, for the system to kind of get into good balance, because of course it's not gonna say, okay, you have to fight somebody else with 540 points. I think there's a plus minus one level or something, one battle or points, but yeah, that's roughly how it works. So we got the next battle starting up in just a couple of seconds, so we're gonna go into that. And I'm not 100% sure now if the power up as the first skill is the best idea for Medusa, but I'm still gonna try to give it a shot. And this time, of course, I'm gonna start with Chaos Rune. I'm actually already pressing it. There we go. We got Urpo with Tone 2. Sometimes people surprise you with how creative names they can come up with, and this guy is really strong. You can see straight away, barely hurting him, barely hurting him. So it could be that I will lose this one. His self is also a lot stronger, so I'm not sure at all. So we're gonna go self mode, and my kid is gonna die, which is not good. I'm gonna start with healing straight away because there is that fire damage, and Vulcan is gonna be very painful. Of course, he's going full force on attack, and that was just enough to take out almost my full health with 8,000 resist, which is not amazing, but it's not low either. So he's just a lot stronger player. It was, what was it, 4 or 5 star golden, while I'm at 1 star, and chances are that he also fully enchanted it with Sepulchrum. So you could actually see that right from the beginning of the battle that I was gonna lose, but still you always have to give it your best, you know, to make it happen. Here we go with the next round coming up in 3, 2, 1, and launch. We got the finger on the Chaos Rune. Hades, a little bit stronger self than mine. He starts with Damnation, so he's got on his kid Thunder and Damnation. Not a huge fan of that. Because you have to calculate to see if it's sufficient difference. Like the Damnation, let's say he has it on 3. Darn it. My Death Wand was gonna hit his kid, so I cancelled it by going to Sylph mode. Yeah, so let's say he's got I got Chaos Rune as well. We're gonna try to heal with my kid, but that's not gonna work. Okay, let's see how we come out of this. Alright, now I got Chaos on him. That was a risk because I didn't want to kill all my troops, and it worked. Because if I had gone with Delphic while I have Chaos on me, I could have killed off my troops, which was not going to be a great idea. So I took the risk to do Chaos while I was under Chaos myself. There the possibility could have been that the Chaos would have landed on one of my troops, and that's not the end of the world. I just needed to get rid of it so I could do the Delphic to kill them off. Now about the Damnation, I'll explain what I meant. So here with Damnation, you see I have it on level 3, which gives 9% damage increase. Now, and it itself, it does basically no damage, like 6,000 magic attack, but does nothing. So, it loses a turn in exchange for 10% extra damage. So you have to calculate and see, is that worth it? So if instead of Damnation he uses, say, Thunder, then he will do a full amount of strong damage, which is probably more than 3 times 9%. So that's something to consider. Damnation would be good when there are more players involved on your side, so that this 10% can increase and increase and increase. Or if your character is doing so much damage that 10% is significant. But of course, if your character is significantly stronger, it also means that your kid is significantly stronger, which means that kid's attack will also be stronger instead of Damnation. Alright, here we go with the next round. We got Eric the Red with a stronger self than mine. So let's see what we can do. He starts with intercept, which is an interesting start. And I thought I'd have enough rage, but I don't. I have 48. For some reason that was not good enough. Something is missing. Could it be that my medallion is expired? I have to check that after this battle. I should have definitely checked that before. Alright, we're gonna go ahead with a shield. And stun worked as well. So you see my stun is not above average because it's working. I mean the enemy's stun is working. So we're a little bit late to the party. But we're okay. He's got Electro Sylph. I think that's an advantage for me because it lacks area damage. He's targeting front row right now, but he will not be able to control where his Delphic lands, and that's the main problem with the Electro. While I of course can control. So we got healing coming up from my main character, we got the healing from the kid, we got the troops alive, so I think he's not in an amazing shape. So he's going for the Delphic, hoping that it's gonna hit me. He also put Chaos on me. Chaos worked, but I don't know if he can make it. Also, Medusa should have stolen, I didn't pay attention, but Medusa should have stolen his awakening points, and that's also one of the reasons why I'm longer in awakening than he is. And this is one of the reasons why Electro is a bad choice for class wars. Electro is a Sylph that everybody should have for events like World Boss or anywhere else where you need to do massive damage output to a single target. But Electro very quickly loses its power when there are multiple enemies. Although you could use and some people abandon it, but Short Circuit I think is a very good skill because it's one of the only only AoE that Electro has. So I wouldn't abandon this. Even though the damage could be slightly lower, it's still very useful skill if you're gonna go ahead with an Electro, which is all single target, single target, single target, single target. And this you can control a little bit. It goes to the front row. Others prioritize enemy, but you don't have an AoE as an Electro. Alright, it started off bad, his Chaos worked and I Chaosed my kid, which is not good because it could be that my kid now heals the enemy. So the start is not good. We're gonna unhide the object so we can see what we're dealing with. And see if we can recover from that bad start. The kid is trying to keep himself alive. And I'm gonna see if I can stun him back. Feels like a faster battle. Now water is very dangerous for me because I don't have any water resistance. Well, 3000, it's not much. And here comes the Delphic. And I'm already using my healing skill. So this is gonna hurt. Okay, it hurt less than I thought. Still hurt. So I'm at full health as the he also used up his powerful skill, so that's good. There is the Ring of Fire, which unfortunately worked because I didn't manage to kill off his troops. So he got them up and working. So all in all, it's not looking great for me. I think a little bit unlucky also on my side, the way it started, and that it didn't kill off his troops with my Delphic. That his Rain of Fire went through and saved them. Could have maybe made it, I'm not 100% sure. Still, it was all coming down to the fact that I didn't put water resistance, because I'm not expecting people to come with water self resistances. Or class wars is generally now a guessing game of what element you think the enemy will be using. You can be sure that troops will be of water and wind origin. let's call them like that, and both of those I'm weak at, which is okay because troops are not traditionally amazingly strong. But basically you have to be guessing what the main enemy character will be using, and the fact that I'm using dark is not so good because a lot of people have dark resistance. But that's also one of the reasons there are two reasons I'm using it. One, it's my strongest self for class wars. I don't really have a second best option. And the second reason is because everybody thinks nobody will use dark. Maybe somebody will lower their dark resistance. I don't know, it's a long shot. But anyways, here we got Electro. So I'm happy about that. We're gonna try to do damage to the kid. There is that horrible death warrant again. Luckily it went on my kid, so that's good. And mine worked great. Even if it's for one thing, I don't know for how long it is, it's already good. So we're gonna awaken straight away after this whirlwind, which puts us in an advantage. And the kid will be healing. Now I started with Devil's Gaze to prevent any kind of heal rune. It lowers the healing effect, of course. And it's looking good so far. Alright, here we go, the next round coming up in 3, 2, and 1, and finger on the chaos rune. Here we go. We got Tinkerbell with hearts, which means I'm gonna die, because it's difficult to kill people with hearts, as you know. Alright, we're gonna go, I'm having my whirlwind worked, but it didn't do nothing to them. But I'm gonna go with the shield because I got Chaos Rune on me. Hey, my Chaos Rune worked great. I'm also gonna auto attack, don't wanna kill my kid. Double death warrants, let's see whose works. Mine didn't. And of course he kills off the kid. Now as you can see, I'm barely doing damage to Tinkerbell, so the chance of me winning is quite low, but I'm still gonna try. Now there is the shield for the front row from Poseidon. And my Triton is afraid, so he wasn't awakening. I'm gonna use heal rune if I can, but I fear there is not enough time. Because one of the problems with the Delphic of the Dark Soul and the Devil's Gaze is that their spell casting time is too high. So yeah, much stronger player, can't really do much. It's just too big difference in stats. Yeah, so about the casting, that's also important. I think that's an overlooked factor for sylphs. So if we look at this dark sylph, for example, then so that's my sylph, of course. Here, for example, Devour Soul is very fast. It's like click and it casts, so you don't lose any time at all. And that goes also for Shadow Strike. Also Death's Harvest. It's like a kind of a click, and then it hits the AoE to everybody without any kind of, you know, aerial show or something like that. But the problem with the speed is with these two. Devil's Gaze has got 2 attacks inside one, so when he's casting, he goes like click, click, and that's the kind of a 2-second period in the middle and seconds around it. It makes it quite a long casting skill. So if you have to use a heal rune, because of this aerial show, you might not physically have the time to use the heal rune before the enemies attack, while if you were using a fast skill, you could use the heal rune or another rune before the enemies attack, and that's important also when considering which skills you want to use. Of course, some skills are just too good, so you cannot not use them, but I'm just saying it's an additional factor to consider that a lot of people, I think, don't. Alright, I don't even know what's going on, but I think I probably did one whirlwind, so I'm just gonna do another one while graphics are loading. So he's put Chaos Rune on me now. I'm gonna go with the shield, unless he stuns me, of course. So shield is on. I can't actually see what's going on, so I guess there is lag. But we're in good health, and what I'm gonna do is, if we manage to finish the battle faster, I'm gonna try to reload the game, although it's dangerous. Come on. Yeah, definitely there is lag. I'm not seeing everything that's going on. And he's got Water Sylph as main, which is very dangerous for me. Come on. No, I'm probably gonna lose because I physically don't see what's going on. There is the rune that I ordered, but the enemy is at full health, so I don't think I'll be winning. Something is definitely wrong. I have no idea what my character is doing. Alright, I'm gonna try to quickly restart, I think. 7. Alright, next round coming up, and I hope it won't do the same lag. I had no idea what happened in the last battle, unfortunately. Here we go, and I got a red Sylph. Not good, not good at all. We got Hexe with red Hecate. And he's just going for frontal damage. He doesn't even care about the kid, because he thinks, and probably he's right, that he can just kill me off. Oh, my curse worked, and he's helping me kill his kid. Now that's nice. That is very, very nice of Hexe. Alright, we're gonna do Death Warrant. Would be amazing if it worked. It worked! Great. I think this is going quite interesting. So I'm actually going to use damage increase with my kid, although I should normally use healing. Well, let's see if we can actually kill him. It will be amazing. There's Devil's Gaze and he's still stunned. And the reason I chose Devil's Gaze is because now he would use a healing probably. And that's gonna offset the effect of any healing. There is my Delphic, and there is his heal rune, unfortunately. Now I got a small trick which is called Chaos Rune, so I'm gonna use it, and hopefully it works, and then I'll have a chance to win. Now he's gonna do Delphic, and he's under Chaos. Now it would be amazing if it worked, just amazing. Please hit your friends. I don't know what happened actually. I lag, or I don't know who he hit, but he didn't kill anything. So I guess he hit me because they are at full health. Alright, so we're starting to lose. which is not good. I'll try Death Warrant again. That's gonna hit his Venus. Let's try to kill it. Well, I thought I'd die much faster than what's happening right now. I'm gonna use Heal Rune. Come on. Self-activation. I'm amazed I'm in the battle this long. But I guess we're both high on dark resistance, or I don't know. So I'm gonna hit everybody. And this time I did click on... Oh, I won! Oh, I must have done more damage than him. Oh, that's pretty amazing. I totally didn't expect to win that battle. Totally. We got Bull Brand now. And he's going for a shield because I chaosed him, not because he's afraid of me. His shield is stronger than mine. So let's see what he's gonna do. Oh, Brutality, I haven't seen that in a while. Let's try to stun him. Alright. We got his kid is almost down. We're going to Sylph mode. He is also. But I got a full kid and he doesn't. So that's an advantage. Let's see his Sylph Medusa Trident, exactly like mine. So pretty much copy paste going on. But he's got Electro, and as I mentioned, the weakness of Electro in battles like this. So I hope I'll do the There is my Devil's Gaze preventing healing on him. Well, not preventing, but of course reducing the quantity. That's good enough. It's a huge difference if you heal with if you heal or somebody heals you while you have Devil's Gaze on. Massive difference. So that's a very strategic skill. If you can get that on the enemy before they use their heal rune or any kind of healing attack, and that's gonna be awesome. Alright, so that worked out really good. Two wins, which is great. Alright, here we go. We got the next round coming up. Around 12 out of 15. Let's hopefully get our Chaos Rune first. Yep, worked great. But his worked as well, and he did it under my rune. So there is that Fire Sylph again. It's stronger and fire, but so luckily I did lose some of my resistance to fire. But the problem is he is stronger as a player as well, not only the fact that he has a Fire Sylph. So he's killed off my kid already. And we're having the Sylph round coming up shortly. And I'm almost dead, but that's okay. I'll do a heal rune activation. And let's see, he is very confident, and that's why he's not going into Sylph mode. I'm trying to cut him down, but very tough. There he's going with area damage. And my only choice here is to put Chaos Rune on him and pray that it hits his own troops. Which it does, but I guess it's not enough. They're definitely gonna kill me off. So all around, much higher battle rating player, Merlino. So there was like 0 chance I would have won that one. Alright, 13 coming up. That's how it goes. We got Juju Man with Bam Bam. Nice name. Double Chaos Rune, so Chaos on him, Chaos on me. So time to shield up. This is doing exactly the same, because that's basically the logical thing to do. Now I did smack my kid, so he is returning the favor and smacking his kid, but I smacked mine harder. So we're gonna... Both of us are doing pretty much identical stuff. We both went for healing on the kids. We're both going stealth mode, but I did manage to kill his. So that's one difference. So I'm putting Devil's Gaze on him, expecting that Silence will kill him. And we're generally in a good shape, so I'm gonna do Chaos Rune on him. Don't need to rush. Oh, maybe I rushed the Chaos Rune. Now I got hurt. So gonna order healing from my kid. Let's see where the Delphi goes. Oh, the Delphi took out my kid. Okay, no problem. He took one for the team. Unhide object again. And of course he got off Sith Lord faster because my Medusa stole his awakening point and gave him to me because she's nice like that. Alright, we got round 14. And starting in 3, 2, and 1, and Chaos Rune. Here we go. Oh, we got Poseidon's, that's right there. Very bad news for me. He's going for front row damage, which is interesting. I'm gonna try that Warren, see if it stuns him. Nope, it didn't. Now I'm gonna shield up before stealth mode because, as I said, water is a weak point of mine. Plus, he's doing enhanced Delphi Destroyer, really wants to kill me. So we're gonna go to stealth mode ASAP. There is his heal rune. So I think he's not going to be worried about healing just yet. So I'm not going to put the Devil's Gaze on right now. I'll wait. Oh, he put like full defenses before going to stealth mode, and I think he's taking too much risk. There he goes with healing. But there is the Devil's Gaze, and that's going to reduce his healing a lot. But otherwise it's gonna kill him. So that's what you get when you wait too long. You can't wait like forever. He put 3 defenses, I think. That was too long. He just let me just dish out damage. And you know that's dangerous also, that even if he was stronger to survive longer, when the timer would run out in the battle, then the enemy would win by damage output, and that's why defensive way is not working super well. At least not to that extent. That was too much. I think one Apollo shield is more than sufficient. Don't need to overdo it. Alright, here we go with the last round. I got 3,105 points, which is not amazing to get into finals. But if I win this one, there is a small chance. The problem is, he's a very strong player with a significantly stronger self. So we're gonna try our best. Let's see what happens. Oh, he's got Chaos Rune on me just before Whirlwind. There comes the Death Warrant. This is probably gonna work. Oh no, it didn't. Good, good, good. My Death Warrant. Oh, I still got Chaos Rune on me, so that was a bit risky actually. Yep. Smacked my own kid. So that's not very good. Let's see if we can come out of it. Chances are low. Now Devil's Gaze restricted his healing, so he got less healing than he normally would. There is the steal from Medusa, very important. But I'm left alone now. And it's, as I said, much stronger there. We're gonna get off Sylph mode. And the game keeps hiding objects, which means I'm probably lagging and not seeing the battle for what it is. Hopefully that Chaos Rune can help. Nope. Yeah, of course you see they're at full health, so that's not gonna work too well. We got 3,240 points, so probably that's not enough to qualify to the finals. And I thought I did my best though, so that was good. If you guys saw some mistakes, please make sure to put it in the comments and write some suggestions if you think I can improve somewhere, or if the strategy is, if you think you'd do something different. Of course everybody tries their best, but maybe there's something that you see that I didn't. So the rule is always never to get disappointed, but always to take any event as an opportunity to improve or an opportunity to learn. So I think there might be a small chance that I'll qualify, but I won't wait for it, because I think you need at least 3,300 points for that small chance. Of course the more the merrier, but yeah, that's that. So we're gonna stop here, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed or found useful the tips that I shared. So please do click on like and subscribe and share with your friends. Also make sure you've linked our site dollygames.com in your bookmarks, so that's gonna help in finding everything. We got, of course, a dedicated site for Wartune as well, wartune.dollygames.com, but basically everything is linked off from dollygames.com. So that's it, you guys. Thanks for watching, and yeah, remember to put in comments if you want to share some ideas or thoughts or your experiences, and then that's always interesting to see what other people are saying and discuss if anything. So that's it, you guys. Thanks for watching and have a very nice day.